Just waiting for you for trade. Yeah,
it is 2017, the age of Krumbis. In the land of Bergie, 3 boys crawl from their sleeping bags. What will they discuss? Probably fuck all.
I've got morning wood.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Krumbis, Bumbis and the Bergie Boys. We are the Bergie Boys. All hail Krumbis, Bumbis.
All hail.
All hail. You remembered.
I did remember.
I'm so proud of you.
It's been, I don't remember when we do it like a week after, but when it's been ages.
I don't remember it like a second after we do it,
head.
to be honest. That's just me though.
I remember every time because I have to listen to it back every time.
And over again.
I also, on revisiting the uploads and stuff, it was I figured out when we came up with it, and it was just super not even rehearsed.
Yeah. Who was it that said it, first of all?
I think it was me,
yeah.
And then you were like, oh, you're gonna have to do that every time now. And I was like, you're gonna have to help me remember. Did you?
No, I forget consistently.
No.
It's lucky that we have these recordings after all then.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, if you're listening to this, you're probably on YouTube right now.
Yay!
This is a new thing.
Yep.
Wow.
We jumped ship. SoundCloud was
Rip SoundCloud.
expensive.
not great.
SoundCloud's still alive.
No, rip
It's still alive
SoundCloud
for
for
now.
our wallets. Let's rip our wallets from SoundCloud.
Rip my wallets.
Yeah.
All
Rip.
my wallets are ripped up.
All my wallets are ripped.
It's a sad day.
We're on YouTube now. I don't think currently we have any way to download this for offline, right?
No. Not until...
Not a legal way, I don't think. I think there's...
Yeah, I mean, there's sites that people can download it. If
Yeah.
not, you can, run it on your computer, whatever. We don't really have anything set up for the future because everything costs money, and our scheduling is atrocious. So
I mean,
maybe
we'll certainly
someday...
try and look into it, though. If we can find something that'll work for
for
not
sure.
too expensive amount of money for people to download it from, then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just Google Drive, I don't know if that would work. I have no idea.
It could work, but then, eventually you're going to run out of space. Like,
That's
it's
true.
complicated.
I think you only get like 5 gig of space on whatever drive, Google Drive I think it is. Or is
You
that
can pay for
OneDrive?
more, but then,
Yeah,
money,
Yeah.
which mine's is all going to disappear in the next week or so, probably, because I need to pay for Adobe subscriptions. I'm so upset about that. I completely forgot it was a thing. But I don't know when Black Friday sales start.
Probably on Black Friday.
You know what? I think you're right. Yeah.
That's
You
not
hit the
true,
nail on the head
though.
there, Misty.
It's really not true, because
Black
they always
Friday
run
week.
like a week before and a week
Yeah.
after.
It's weird.
so
That's weird. It should be like...
Different companies do it at a different time. Amazon's just goes on for like a goddamn month.
Yeah.
So
Black-
you're not telling
month?
me that it's on Black Friday.
You're not going to be able to get the student thing anymore, are you, either?
I can
No,
help you out
I'm
with
not.
that. Don't worry.
Oh, you know a guy, do you?
No, I'm a student, remember?
Well, yeah. Oh, okay, yes.
Well, duh.
It's a nightmare. Because I like having everything, and you
Yeah.
can't get a package that has just Premiere and Photoshop. Because I'd take the hit and just do everything in Premiere and Photoshop, but that's not even an option.
I don't
I
like
kind
the
of
fact
wish
that
you
you
could-
have to have a subscription for these now,
Yeah,
instead
I
of
wish you
just
could have a
buying it
one-time
outright.
fee and that'd be it.
You can for like the older ones, but they don't try selling them anymore because it's more expensive to just
Nope.
sell it on like it's a prescription thing.
Yeah.
You can buy like Sony Vegas is like a one-time purchase, but Adobe knows where their money is and they know how to get it off people. They have a very money-focused business model.
We see you like paying for things that we're gonna use once a month. How about we make you pay shit tons of money for that one thing? Well, you could probably do
That's
it online for very, very
Pretty much it.
Speaking of
But the
subscriptions-
first time I paid for my Adobe subscription, Disney paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So there was that. Second time round was on Black Friday, so it was like super cheap. And then my third payment, I think I just paid the full thing. And this time I'm like, well, no, too much money.
That is super expensive.
Speaking of
Speaking
subscriptions,
of subscriptions, a while ago when Game of Thrones, whatever most recent season was on, I signed up for Now TV so I could watch the Game of Thrones there. Okay, first of all, I'm just gonna rant on Now TV for a minute. Now TV costs like $7.99 a month. They have jack shit on there. The Game of Thrones and the stuff that they do have is only in 720p. You can't stream it 1080p or higher. The bitrate is awful. It looks like you're watching it on, like, I don't know. It's just, the quality is really, really bad, and the audio sounds really, really bad. Anyway, so I signed up for like a free month because I waited until the end of when Game of Thrones is out so I could watch it all for free, and then cancel the free subscription, the free month, move on with my life. Yes. And so at the end of me watching Game of Thrones, I cancelled it. And then I just looked at my bank account today and realised that I've been paying for Now TV for 4 months.
Wow.
Because either I forgot about it and paid for 4 months, or I'm sure I cancelled, which is really what's confusing me. What I think might have happened is when I got the free month, I got free month to like entertainment and sports or something, and I must have cancelled one and not the other. So when it came around, they charged me for that. It's really irritating. I'm so annoyed I haven't noticed, but it's such. I'm sure they must make like a good, decent percentage of profits from people who just forget.
Don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
just trickery.
It's terrible.
That's why I like Amazon's really good for. They send you emails like a week before your thing's supposed to be paid and stuff, and they're like, "Listen, this is what you're getting charged for. Like if you're on Amazon Prime, this is what you're getting charged for, and this is when it will be like thingied." And then like I've even had people that have forgot about their Amazon subscription, not checked their emails, and then a week later they're like, "Oh no, I need to cancel that. I can't afford that." The Amazon just give you your money back.
That's pretty good.
Every time. Now a word from our sponsors. Top quality customer service from Now TV. No late fees. Everything.
No late fees? It's digital. Why do you know late fee on a file?
We're also not sponsored by Now TV, Pojang. I don't know if you're going to spot every inconsistency here.
Hold on, why are we promoting Now TV when we should be promoting Amazon to get us as a sponsor?
Well, that was the kind of the joke. You're back at it again with your hot explanations.
See, that was a funny joke there because I explained what was happening there, and that's what
God
makes
damn it, I did not miss this podcast.
Love you, cheese.
Oh, dear. So, last podcast, I don't know if you can wind your minds way back when. I was just about to go to Ireland. This is so long ago. I was about to go to Ireland.
This is so long ago.
We were also about to go to I-61 in Newcastle.
I wasn't, but
although Misty wasn't. What else? There was something else that was happening. Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it's been so long, but like, if you're like binging through the podcast and you listen to the previous episode and then you listen to this episode, you're like, what the fuck? They said they were going to talk about all this stuff, and then they didn't.
I mean, we can go back and we can talk about. I'm happy to talk about these things.
We need to remember what we're talking about first.
Yeah, I think that's the problem.
I mean, the main two things were Ireland and Insomnia, right?
Yeah.
Those were like the two big things. I reckon those are the two things we would have probably talked about, and the two things that probably you could get the most conversation out of.
Have you guys been to Ireland before?
I have not, no.
No, I heard it's a terrible place.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Wow,
I heard it's a lovely place. I'd love to go.
Man, I can't believe you guys have never been.
How about we just pretend that we're actually the week after the last podcast, and this is actually just continuing on. So, how was your time in Ireland, Pojang?
I'm
and
so
are you looking forward to Insomnia?
Being back from Ireland, boy, sure. What I honestly don't even remember what I did. I almost ran into Lancario.
Supreme scribe of the
official scribe of the Krumbis podcast, Scribe Bergie, Bergie Scribe.
We're like a couple of days apart or something, right?
Lancario, fuck you, buddy. No, I'm joking.
I was at the best cinema in the world. I've not been to all the cinemas, so this is a bit of a ridiculous claim, but they have like these massive leather seats in most cinemas as well. You have you got the seats all in a row, and you usually have to share your armrests with the person sitting to the left and right of you because whatever reason. But the armrests here are really super duper wide, so both people can fit their arms in them. And you sit in this thing and it just eats you up, and you're just like, oh my god, I'm so comfortable. I want to watch every movie that ever existed and live here forever.
Are you sure we're armrests and not just like booster seats for really short people?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like,
are you sure they're armrests and not just the person next to you's lap?
It's all just one.
This
one
armrest is huge.
thing.
Wow, that's great.
And judging by the fact that you said that it just eats you right up, I feel like you're sitting between two seats and you're just like putting your hands on people's crotches. Just like,
he was actually sitting on the floor, and his armrests were actually on the seats. That's what it was.
I thought it was a 4D cinema experience because there was lots of shaking and moving and stuff like that, and shouting in my ears. But must have been that. I think
Sounds
back.
more like a
right.
gangbang, if you ask me.
Oh dear.
what is the cinema?
It's called the Movie Bowl, and it's in Derry in
Movie
Ireland.
bowl.
Movie bowl.
Like
Yeah.
what you put your cereal in.
Yeah, but it has like bowling and pool tables and like an arcade where you can get
Wow, that's a
Sounds
really
great.
busy cinema there. That is.
stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
I feel like someday in the distant future, if this podcast still exists, we should go there as a crew.
Oh man, if we were ever in Ireland together, we have to go here. It's like it's just oh
If we ever do like a Krumbis meet, we should just do it there.
yeah.
I think we can watch a movie together.
Or
It's
go
weird
bowling.
because like to get there, you go past like a tip, like a rubbish dump, and like
This is
warehouses.
just more and more like a gangbang every time. Like, you need it.
You go past the tip and warehouses, and like it doesn't look like you're gonna arrive at a place of any class whatsoever. But you get there, and it's like it's really, really nicely maintained, and gangbangers are really friendly.
Of course.
They
great.
make sure to wipe up after they've came.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
Yeah. It's
That's
a
the
wonderful
main
experience.
thing. Yeah.
If you ever
I don't know
dare,
if,
you should totally go there.
I don't know if I'd be too keen on it though, poor check. I'd
Well,
definitely
isn't-
get distracted by the folk bowling at the front of a cinema whilst I'm trying to watch a film.
Oh my god, that would be a great idea.
Well,
Oh my god, like
Oh yeah.
no, like a bowling alley
But
that's
if
just
it's got
got
a
a
cinema
huge
screen on
screen
it.
above it, and you're watching
Oh,
like
shit.
movies and
We're-
hanging out and
copyright,
bowling at the same
copyright,
time.
copyright.
That is a fantastic idea. Holy shit!
Why hasn't this been done before? I have another question, Porcheg.
Hmm?
On the topic of movies and the topic of where you were, did you say it's called Derry?
Yeah.
Is that not the town from It?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it is. I think you might have been in a nightmarish hellscape.
Yeah, it
town-
is Derry.
I've got your bowling ball here, Georgie. You want your bowling ball? Come and take your bowling ball, Georgie.
The
We all
official
bowl down here.
the official name of the town is
I got
Londonderry.
popcorn. Oh, Londonderry.
official-
Yeah.
But it's referred to as Derry by pretty much everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, way to ruin everything.
Oh, it's a shame.
Anything else exciting happen whilst you're in Ireland, Porche? Anything to report?
Did you get mugged?
No, didn't get mugged.
There you go. That's a bonus. That's a
That
bonus
is,
there.
is indeed a bonus. No, I don't think so. Just relaxed, saw family, and then almost bumped into Ontario. That was pretty much it. That was my experience. I was only there for like 5 or 6 days.
Yeah. Still, that's a little holiday.
Yeah, nice
Let's
cheeky
talk about
holiday.
Birmingham.
Oh god, Birmingham.
Let's talk about that little holiday. Let's talk about gaming conventions.
I
Wait,
would if I
and-
could, but I'll just pretend I was there.
No, you can chime in every now and then because it's mostly just going to be us complaining about how Birmingham is the worst place on the planet.
I heard Birmingham's in England. Oh, wow.
It is indeed.
There we go. That's probably my extent of my knowledge of I-61.
So, for people who don't know what I-61 is, it's Insomnia multiplayer event. It's like a games convention. Sort of. It's not really a games convention. It's just a YouTuber extravaganza by the seems of it. Like half of the place was like sign in for YouTubers, and half the
Yeah.
events revolved around YouTubers. Like all the shows were, which is fair enough. They're people that are like pushing like gaming content and stuff. That's cool.
Well, that's
I didn't wait in any sign-ins.
That's actually the
and
first I know. It was about YouTube, like mostly YouTubers. I thought it was all about the games. I've never been to one before. That's there
was a few games, but all the games that were worth playing we already had. There's a lot of Overwatch.
I would say there was more merch stands than there was actually unique games.
That's true.
There was a lot of places to buy. There was like probably 15 different kinds of mystery boxes you could buy for varying amounts of money.
Yeah, and there's like 15,000 kids carrying them.
£2,000 value for £10 only. And you get like
It was a
cool
bit
Minecraft
like
toy.
going to like a car boot sale on crack.
Yeah, it was.
The first day we went was on a Friday, so school was on. That day was great because it wasn't very crowded. There wasn't a lot of YouTuber pushing going on. We literally just got to go around and play all the games. And as well, the Red Bull people, the Crimson Bull people, because they're not paying us.
The Crimson Cow.
The Crimson Cow.
Crimson Cow
they were there.
Superhero.
They had like an area, and on the first day it was so quiet that they would just give you a Red Bull. On the second day you had to earn a Red Bull. What the hell?
You had to earn it. How did you have to earn it? Tell me how
you had to play a video game that you weren't interested in.
What was the video game? Was it something decent, or was it just?
I actually
like
think it was a good
like
game.
Pepsi
They had like
Man?
arcade cabinets with Street Fighter and stuff on them.
That's not bad.
Super cool.
Yeah, but I just wanted a Red Bull.
The problem with the arcade section is like you had to pay to get into this place and pay to get to this place and pay for a combination, and they've got all these arcade cabinets and you have to pay for them as well. I'm like, come on, man.
Really?
At least make it like a really insignificant amount of money so I don't feel bad just chucking like 10p's in. But it was like a pound per player or something like that. And I was, man, I want to spend like a good £20-30 here trying to play a game to completion.
Yeah.
That being said, the main reason we went was to meet people that we play video games with and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I say was like a mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely the most fun part of the whole trip.
I think what we need to do is we need to start an actual new convention in Scotland.
BurgyCon.
BurgyCon.
I mean, well, there's been talk. There has been talk, but planning things is a nightmare.
Yeah.
We were gonna try and like throw something together with all the people that we want to play video games with, and try and rent an Airbnb and start Aircon. And I think that would be a good idea, because if we had like consoles or PCs and stuff, you could just plug them all in and then just sit in a house and get sweaty for a week.
We just got a really robotic cheese there, and it cut out completely on my side. Couldn't even hear Porchek.
That's
for
fine.
A sec.
Oh.
I thought you said we were all just going really, really quiet there and listening to me talk. I was like, this is great. Everyone.
What's going on?
All I heard
they're
was
not explaining my jokes. They're not calling me fat.
All I heard was, "Oh, we're going to Airbnb and go to our Aircon." And I cut off at the con bit. It was like Aircon. That's what I heard.
Oh man, I wish we were professionals and we could just roll around that blank pause.
Nope.
But it's all good. We can explain it in great detail if you want.
Okay. What you were saying was that
the app Discord that we're currently using, and no way affiliated with, stopped receiving our transmissions. Yeah, there was talks of basically getting a bunch of people together, plugging in a bunch of PCs or consoles, and playing some video games. But planning is hassle.
Yeah.
Planning is goddamn horrendous.
And Discord cut out again.
Oh, really?
It's alright, we can hear you. It's fine.
Hold on, my audio is completely gone. You guys can discuss that, and I'll figure this out.
So let's talk about how shit Cheese's PC is. What's it? You both have not an amazing internet broadband connection thing at the moment?
Mine's okay. I got 150 down and 12 up.
Well, that's better than what mine is, to be honest. So
there we go. I'm back.
That's what's
really
advertised. Bad. I get that maybe if like on a great fantastic day I get what is advertised. Most of the time it's like maybe 10, 11 up and I don't know, 50 to 70 down. Which is still better than like X miles better than what I used to have, so.
Yeah, mine at the moment's 37 down or something like that, and like normally about 6 or 7 up. At the best I can get 10 up.
Jeez.
But we all know that Cheese has the worst.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's like one
every
up.
day he's like, the new internet's coming soon. They say it like they're coming and they're gonna replace it and it's gonna be really good.
Mine's is good now.
And he cries.
Stream. I'm no longer going to have a cup on the end of a string.
My internet speed's not bad anymore.
Yeah,
Mine cuts out less than Porchig's does. I feel like mine's is severely improved since last time. I can stream regularly now.
Mine's just like mine's just like high powered, but it's intermittent. It cuts out all the time. It's terrible for like consistency wise. Anyway, Birmingham was good. Well, no, Birmingham was terrible. The convention was okay. I played.
It doesn't sound like it was that good for the fact that you're.
The convention itself was kind of garbage,
yeah.
but meeting the people
was
yeah.
great.
Drinking a lot, eating a lot of food, Going to Brewdog in Birmingham was just an event of itself. It was like a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
There was the pub quiz.
Oh, the pub quiz was fun. The pub quiz would make me almost want to go back again because that was like one of the best.
The thing is, you could go and buy a ticket for the pub quiz and then just not go to the event. You don't need to have an Insomnia ticket to go to the pub quiz, I don't think.
So basically what you're both trying to say is that Birmingham was crap.
The pub quiz was
crap. But everything other than Insomnia in Birmingham was fine.
We had this really weird Birmingham experience where we were in Birmingham and we met Games the Monkey the first day, Rytone and Shin, and we were walking around. And we had the idea to go bowling. So we were going to go bowling. We did go bowling, but we were walking to the bowling area and there's just nothing. There's like a bunch of like closed down buildings, like crap shops, and it just looks like garbage.
It looks like everyone had just left Birmingham.
It looked like we're in the Upside Down from Stranger Things. And we were going to the bowling place, and we finally get there, and it's like a bowling place. It's what you expect.
Which is also deserted. Like, there was no one there on a Friday at like 5 or 6 p.m.
And there was like building works out just outside the door of it and stuff. It was odd. And then we were like, okay, so we should probably get food now. So we're going through this upside down sort of like scape, and then we spot a vodka rev, and we were like, okay, vodka rev, that's like they have those places, I'm sure it'll be good, they do food, they do drinks there. And we're like, we walk in and we traverse from the upside down from Stranger Things into a scene from James Bond where everybody's wearing suits. It's very dimly lit, and there's just ornaments everywhere, and we're just like...
There was like classy music playing, everyone, like, it was like almost like the record stopped, and everyone in the place turned and looked at us as we walked in with our hoodies and jeans on.
That's what it felt like. It felt like they were just looking at us, and I remember like, it was either Games or Rye being like, I don't feel like we should be here.
Is that when you just like pulled out your pistols and had a bar fight?
It was an odd one.
Like a classic Western.
Shots were fired, but they were...
Cum shots.
Drinks. Yeah.
Oh, right. Drinks. Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure if you were there, you would have gladly accepted some cum shots from men in suits. But
I would have been the one dishing them out, I think. Especially over you, cheese. Especially over you.
That's why you weren't invited. But it's good. Man, the food there was excellent as well.
Yeah, it was actually.
I got a burger with like Watsits in it, which is just like not classy at all, but it made me feel good. And then I had halloumi fries, and I stole a little flask of whiskey. It was good.
It's a good experience.
Yeah. Meeting people, best thing about Birmingham. Paladin Cow loved it.
Paladin Cow, his reaction to the whole event was very entertaining. He's just like, fuck everything, fuck Birmingham, I'm never coming back here again.
We were there and everyone was like, oh, I get up relatively early, and Paladin was like, that's great, okay, so everyone's gonna be up early. It was always just me and Paladin Cow up every morning. We just wandered about and got sandwiches. Oh, it was good. It was good fun.
Now, when you say you got sandwiches, you didn't just buy a baguette. Oh,
it's going to be a really funny joke. Is it going to be a funny joke? I'm expecting another really funny one. Do you want me to explain it for you, Misty?
Well, I was saying, when you bought a sandwich, you didn't just buy a baguette and wrap ham in it, did you?
There was no ham bread.
There was no ham bread, no.
Everyone's like, oh man, I hope there's another ham bread moment. There's no way to cut the bread. There was
knife!
You can't replicate just pure comedic genius like that, you know? It's difficult.
I thought you were just going to be like, oh, by sandwich, do you mean you bummed someone? Whoa!
See, that's just proven how you believe I'm immature all the time. However, I'm not. I'm a lovely person with thoughts and feelings. I can't even keep a straight face while saying that shit.
And then, along with that, events-wise, people are meeting up for New Year. That'll be good. Mm-hmm. People are working on plans for the old wedding. Oh, exciting stuff!
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm. I have a question, Misty.
Are
you gonna get like Teddy a little like tuxedo or
kilt?
Oh yeah! Oh, that's awesome.
You'll probably not come to the actual altar bit.
Yeah.
No, you'll probably just be like, oh, people, lots and lots of people. Oh, hello, and just like never make his way to the actual front of the church or anything.
I think what you should do is you should bring him to the actual altar part, but dress him up like he doesn't know that there's a wedding on. Like dress him up as a stuntman, and then make him come in at the last minute and be like, running around like crazy, like us at Vodka Rev. We don't belong, but we had a great time. So he's like a little dog in a stuntman suit, just shows up halfway through the ceremony.
I'll get him a little motorbike, like the little tiny motorbike.
He has to jump over these two.
Goes through a burning ring of fire.
Hell yeah. Best wedding ever.
And that will be a symbol of the ring of our love as well.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It's so deep.
Yeah. It's nothing about just wanting to see a dog go through a burning ring of fire and a little
that would
motorbike.
be immature.
Exactly. It's a declaration of love, that is. That's exactly what it is. Oh.
Till death do us part with a death-defying stunt. It's
when a dog sets us on fire.
And the church burns down.
Wow. What a fun idea.
I like it. I'll pass it on to Ursula, see what she says. And hopefully
speaking of rings, have you all heard about the underground rings of celebrity child molesters?
Oh my fucking god. Jesus, that was a terrible segue. Holy shit.
I mean, it was a bit from like the, happiest moment of your life to Kevin Spacey's a pedo. It's not the
who
best
says
segue.
getting touched up by Kevin Spacey's not the happiest moment of your life, It's good. It all depends on context, if it's Porchek, you see, he might be quite enjoying it. Would you like to get touched up by Kevin Spacey, Porchek?
Maybe before he was a pedo.
Oh, Jesus, no. No,
Put it this way, if you got touched up by Kevin Spacey, you could sue him for lots and lots of money.
That's true, unless
would you be willing to get touched up a little bit just so you can get some money off of him?
It very much depends on how much money I could get.
Well, it's Kevin Spacey.
It's Kevin Spacey money.
Actor.
It's that K-Pax money.
Sure. Yeah, why not? That's that House of Cards dollar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whilst we're at it, we should go for Harvey Weinstein as well.
I mean, there's more now. There's Louis C.K.
Yeah, every day it seems a whole new list of people is being released.
I honestly thought you said every gay there for a second.
Every single gay on the planet is a sexual... Oh, jeez.
Like, every gay, there's a new sexual harassment. It's like, what? What are you saying, Porchek? God.
Yeah, Louis C.K. apparently... But to be fair... not to be fair. But,
to be fair.
Louis C.K. is in, like, the same books as Harvey Weinstein, as in, like... He'd ask people if they could watch him, like, jerk off in his office, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, would that really be an abuse? If they're just watching you,
they said... If they consented, then no. If they didn't, then yes.
The thing is, they said yes. They said yes in the moment because it's like... what the fuck is going on? But apparently they all consented to it, but at the same time, does that make it right? Does it make it right? It's a place of work, not a place of...
I mean, okay. If they said yes, then that's I'd say that's almost 100% okay, because they said yes. If they felt like they were pressured into saying yes, I guess that's a different kind of thing.
It's like, I mean, if he said yes, it's like, obviously it's somebody who's went, I've got to meet Louis C.K. and he's wanting me to watch him jerk off in his back room. Well, I mean, I'm not going to pass that up. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, but would you really want to see Louis C.K. jerking his wiener? He's like a balding ginger man who's overweight. No offense to it, his comedy is great, but at the same time, I still think what he did was pretty disgusting.
See, this is where you need eBay to be able to still sell those things like folks' hair and stuff like that, and then you could just like take the sock that he was using and sell that off on eBay for a shit ton of money. Oh, see, once you're finished with that sock, can I have it, please?
Now selling crusty Louis C.K. sock.
Louis Crusty sock.
If that's how this whole like bout of outing celebrities started, was like
just people want to sell things on eBay.
So I have this sock with Kevin Spacey's jizz on it. He gave it to me when I was 15. And then they were like, wait, that's not right. Hold on, we gotta look into this.
It's like, shit, I should have told him.
It's like, oh, god damn it. I thought he was going to keep it and cherish it.
It's actually signed in jism. That's what it is. Just wiped in the shape of Kevin Spacey's signature over the sock. That's what it was. It wasn't anything dirty or anything in the first place. It was just, it didn't have a pen. That's what it was.
I often get into that situation where somebody asks if I can sign something, and I'm like, oh damn, I don't have a pen on me. Just
hold on,
do you mind if I jerk off? Come to the back office.
Man, you have to have some pretty crazy accuracy to be able to sign it legibly, you know?
Well, that's the thing. If you get
if you come into my back room, Chick, I'll show you how accurate I can be.
Maybe he has like a little stencil that he just like puts over the top of it and then just like wipes it,
right,
and then lifts it off so it keeps the same pattern every time.
New footage of Harvey Weinstein signing a plant.
I mean, nobody would be able to like question the legitimacy of a signature anymore if that was the case. It's like, little DNA test. Yep, that's Harvey Weinstein, all right. I'm not going to question that.
I really hope that like some celebrity gets outed and they say, "Well, the thing is, I was just trying to sign something for them.
I didn't have a pen.
She didn't have any paper, and I didn't have a pen, so we both
improvised.
agreed I would do it on our boobies."
Imagine trying to get it from the pen pineapple apple pen guy. Oh, I didn't have a pen, but that's your song. Ah! Exactly.
That's a real relevant meme you got there.
Yep, I'm bringing it back to the time where we were actually finishing up the podcast.
Was it
was
irrelevant
only a
meme?
couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, it might be an irrelevant. I think it was still
think.
an irrelevant meme before we went to I-61, but
Pretty sure it was.
memes die fast. Memes have a really
Yeah.
short lifespan on the internet.
It's like milk, a very short shelf life.
Memes are like milk. Yep.
Okay.
Sure
Milk.
are.
Milk. Spell
Memes-
MELK now. Meme
Don't
milk.
you like heat treat milk to make it like
You get UHT milk or something like that, and that's like
yeah. So is that like a
That's
really
like-
fire meme? Like
oh, that's like Nyan
like
Cat or
Harambe
something.
was like a UHT.
Oh yeah, Harambe's
meme.
definitely a UHT.
Full
Whereas,
pint of UHT
um,
milk.
Before we leave the topic of sexual predators,
You want
Let's,
to tell us
uh,
something now, foot cheese, are you?
let's try and conspire. Who do you think is going to be outed next?
The
Who thinks
porn
is gonna
parody-
be the
the
next
porn
one?
parody of the
I'm
Predator
just
has gotta
assuming
become
that's what you
sexual
said because
predator,
it
right?
cut out.
I said, who do you think is going to be outed next, and who would kill you if they were outed as a bad man?
Hugh Jackman.
I was Hugh Jackman. Yeah. I mean,
Huge
like, I'd be
jacked
disappointed,
man?
but I'm not like a massive fan of Huge Jacked Man.
Huge jacked man is my favorite actor.
What about Russell Crowe? Maybe he's.
He's also a huge jacked man, but he
Yes.
does not have the name.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can't think of a celebrity or like a famous person who I would be. Like, I like Louis C.K.'s comedy. I think he's hilarious, and it kind of
Yeah.
sucks now that this is something that's happening, and it means that it's much
Yeah.
difficult to enjoy his work. But I can't think of anybody else really who.
I have very many people.
Adam Savage from Tested and Mythbusters.
Oh god, that would be
That would be
destructive
actually
on
terrible.
the biggest scale.
His videos are great. His like one day build stuffs are fantastic. I wouldn't be able to watch them again.
Yeah, because you'd be like, oh, we're just gonna quickly just slip the glue under here, and we're just gonna glue this up nice, and you'll be like, is that what you said to those children, Adam? You know. When does this become slander, by the way?
It's only slander if we only single out one person, so let's just continue on with lots and lots and lots of them. See that
okay,
Gary
great.
Oldman? Oh yeah, he's probably
no, don't even go there. If Gary Oldman,
Oh, that
Jesus
would actually be
Christ.
pretty terrible. Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh wow, that was
No, stop just naming random people. You gotta put your heart and soul into it. Like, who would kill you to be like, Because one for me for sure is like if it was like Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, Keanu Reeves.
I feel like that would never happen.
Yeah, but
Nah.
I felt like Louis C.K. would never happen.
Patrick
I felt
Stewart.
like Kevin Spacey would never happen. Like, what the hell?
Well, I mean,
Why would you think that Kevin Spacey was a creep?
maybe it's just that he's a good actor, I guess. He plays lots of really creepy roles. I have a sort of image of him in my head that he is as like his characters, which probably isn't the case. Although maybe it
Like
is
I
the
said,
case.
it puts a new spin on like K-Pax, because when they're like trying to find out if he's like guilty or not,
Yeah.
you know, if he is actually a criminal, boom, he did it.
I think it would absolutely kill me if it was Ian McKellen or Patrick Stewart. You know, Magneto and Professor X. That would. Oh.
I think you mean Gandalf and Jean-Luc Picard.
Yep, that
There you
too.
go.
Off this time. No, yeah,
It's just
that'd
like
be terrible.
it's like I'm living in fear. Honestly, I'm living in fear that one day all of my celebrities will be gone. I'll have to bury them.
Yeah.
That being said, if they are hiding something, I really hope they get caught.
Yep.
Because they shouldn't be doing those things. But at the same time, please don't be doing those things. Please, Keanu, be safe.
So now after naming folk who would be absolutely distraught about if they actually did do something and get caught doing something, how about folk who you think has done something?
Trumpet.
Oh, definitely Trump.
I mean, I don't think that's a thing. That's a we know, right? Because he's said that he has.
Yes.
True.
So why is he not in any trouble right now?
Did you guys see the
Because he's the
tweet?
president, that's why.
Did you guys see the tweet that you put out the other day?
Yes.
Did it have
It's
something
so
like
good.
fake news in it?
There's a tweet also going about that says that like I have a plugin for Google Chrome that turns all of Donald Trump's tweets
Onto
into
crayon.
crayon writing,
Yeah, I've
and
seen
that
that.
tweet is written in it. Have you got the tweet up?
I'm
Project?
pulling up now.
Is it the one about Kim Jong Un?
Yeah, why would
Ah.
Kim Jong Un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen.
That man runs one of the most dangerous countries in the world.
Dear Lord. Oh, his Twitter's a goldmine of stuff though. It's like, oh man, it's crazy. Like, it feels like it's a parody of a person. You know, it feels like an evolution of what's his name, Jaden Smith from back in the old back in the day.
I think we
I
should make
prefer
a
Jaden
second.
Smith as a president.
Yeah.
That's true. I think we should make a second podcast, and the second
No,
podcast. would
we
be
should
all
not.
About,
I'm not editing that.
all
I'm
about
not
the
trying to keep
analysis
that up.
of Trump's tweets for that week.
Oh,
You know?
Just add a segment. I mean, it's
No, I don't think there's enough time to be able to do a segment for his tweets.
I mean, you can pick
And
your
one.
favourite one, I guess. This one has
can
got to be
pick
the
one a
favourite of the
week.
week for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite
New
Trump
segment.
quote of the week.
Everyone knows that either Kanye or Krumbis should be president, or both.
Maybe
Co-presidentship.
Kanye is Krumbis.
No,
Oh,
because no one man should have all that power. Remember,
That's true.
so he would not. We would not take that upon himself.
Unless it's a cover, it's all a ruse.
Oh, so he's.
Well, you know, he has been caught saying, "I am a god" many, many times.
that's also true.
Which god?
He
He's
could
never
be
specified.
Lord Krumbis.
Krumbis. He's Lord Krumbis.
Yeah. Well, he did specify that he wasn't the god, I think,
Okay.
in a song.
What was-
He's like, I'm a god, but I'm not the god, because he's like...
Is it Japan
Yeah.
that's got all like lots of gods for different things? Like you've got the god of the mountain, the god of the sea, god of the river, and
a
stuff
whole
like
bunch
that.
of places.
God of
Greek
Weeps.
mythology also
He's-
has that.
He's god of the music. There you go.
Who would be god of the memes?
The memes.
Kanye.
He really does fit into a lot of roles, doesn't he?
He's the motherfucking glitch. He was on the side of the game the whole damn time.
God of fish sticks.
Oh god.
It's in his code. Come
My
on.
code.
It's in my code.
God of Rainbow Six Siege as well.
I talk about this last time where I was really upset that like gods kind of got worked out before we got to like the steam train age, because I really wanted to see what the god of trains would look like. Like imagine
Is
if
it
like you were,
Thomas the
you were
Tank Engine,
behind
the god of trains.
you were behind like religiously, so like a lot of people were still into religion, and then like the trains came about and they were like, oh shit,
maybe the
what god
of,
has made made these trains, these steam engines, the god of steam trains.
Maybe the god of trains was the fat conductor from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, there we go.
We've now named it. It's in Krumbis history now.
I'd like to just go back in time and, like, you know, the god of karaoke, the god of, like, what's the cool machine? Vending machines. Like, who would be the god of vending machines? What would he look like? These are all the things that, you know, if there was, like... Because Mad Max kind of touches on that, where they're, like, they celebrate the wheel, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
As, like, a god. They're like, oh, I need to die on the Fury Road. So, like, do you think in Mad Max somebody has a vending machine and they're like... The great lord of Sprite, Sprite has blessed me with another drink. But soon it will run out, and then he will be like, Sprite has abandoned me. He'll head off into the desert, and he'll get lost for months and months, and he'll come across another Sprite vending machine, and he'll be like, you came back for me, you know?
That sounds like a great idea for the Mad Max sequel.
It would be like,
Listen.
it'd be hilarious getting the two different cults of Pepsi and Coke against each other as well. The great Lord Coke has come to save us. No, the great Lord Pepsi.
Cocaine sounds like a completely different god, to be honest. The god of white powder.
Say hello to my little friend. Oh.
What does Krumbis
We are your little friend. Tony. Is his name Tony?
Tony Montana.
Tony, we are your little friend.
The great god Tony
Lord
Montana.
Cocaine Tony.
Cocaine Montana.
Because, like, imagine if you made a book, right? Like, the book of the old gods, but it was just, like, current technology gods. And then humanity gets wiped out. Okay?
This is the only book that survives.
Aliens come down far, far in the future, and they land on Earth, and they're like, there's signs of civilization. And they find only our book that is filled with the old gods of Sprite, and and they think it's all like the vending machines weren't for drinks; they were places of worship. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could like write a narrative where that would make sense.
That'd be great.
What is Krumbis Bumbis the god of?
Everything.
Well, that's not a question answered.
He is
Krumbis
the
Bumbis
creator
is
of
the one
all.
who created all the other gods as well. He's like Zeus, but more than Zeus because he created Zeus. So
Because he's Krumbis.
Krumbis,
It's just like known fact that he did everything.
I mean,
we don't need a reason.
we did just say he. We don't even know it's a he. It could be a she, for all we know, because Krumbis
Could
is
be neither. It could be both.
Krumbis is a hermaphrodite, confirmed, or a hermaphrodite if you've seen that video.
Krumbis is an AI who
Oh,
created this world.
Krumbis invented Windows XP.
Oh yeah,
Just to
he did.
torture us. That's the version of hell that we went through.
What would you be the god of, Misty?
What would I be the god of? Bad jokes.
If you if you were a god, you know, you'd be the god of bad jokes.
I'd be the god of bad jokes or laughing inappropriately at things that are not meant to be funny.
No, you'd be the god of explaining the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, see, this is funny because I explain jokes all the time, guys.
God, so meta.
What about you, Percheg?
I don't know.
What do you think you would be the god of?
I've no idea.
The god of no ideas.
The god of can't think of anything on the spot.
I'd be the god of severe depression. All hail.
Oh,
hail.
Oh dear. I mean, I've kind of covered all the topics that I wanted to talk about. I just really wanted to get out the Kevin Spacey thing because I've been living in fear, like I said.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
I mean,
There is a topic, you know, on the lines of like things that we've talked about in the past. I've came up with this theory. It's really interesting.
Okay.
It's going to blow you guys away. Well, it's not really a theory, but it's kind of a theory. So, you know, I've not been at uni recently because I've finished now.
Yep.
And I've not been working. I've been doing freelance work and stuff on the side, which means I have a lot of spare time. Okay.
Right.
I don't know how to lead into this. I'm really building it up. Right. So you know when you go for a dump.
God, that was not where I was expecting this to go. Yes.
So usually you go for a dump. I'm sure Misty will be able to chime in this because Misty is like
chime in on this.
the scientist of the toilet.
Yeah.
So
God of the
usually
toilet.
if you're doing stuff, okay, you go to the toilet, take a dump, you go.
Usually,
okay. When you have nothing to do, it's a nice place to just go sit and just think and plop some out.
Yep.
Now there's a thing that happens if you just sit on the toilet for a long time.
Your legs go numb.
Your legs go numb. But you enter the zone of deep shit, where it's like you're sitting there, okay? You've got rid of your initial turds, and you're just like, boom, that's it gone. But if you sit there long enough, the deep shit will come out. Okay, and this is like the unprocessed filth that just like plops out of you, and it reeks. It's disgusting, and I have called it deep shit theorem because if you're just sitting there long enough, you will deploy more than you imagined. And that is my theory.
I can't say I've ever experienced this. I'm usually just like in and out. I don't bother.
You're always in a rush. That's why.
I've never taken the time to go truly into the deep shit theorem.
Into the deep shit theorem.
I'll eat
It's
myself.
actually going to be my second book.
It's think
that
deep
as well.
web. Think the deep web, but with pooping instead of using the internet. So it's getting right into the stuff that you don't normally know about. This is you have to sit around
how
for
long?
a while.
How long does it take to go into the deep shit
10
state?
minutes?
I don't know because I don't look at the time. I'm not tracking it.
It's
I
like
haven't-
meditation. You can't time it and go, oh, this is what it's going to take.
Look, if
You
you're
have
gonna
to,
write
like-
a book on this, you're gonna need some statistics. You're gonna need some facts.
Well, that's the thing. I need an assistant because if I'm focused on keeping the time, I'm not going to be able to deploy deep
What
shit.
you're suggesting is following people around and timing them while they sit on the toilet.
No, I'm going to be the subject. I need somebody to time me.
Right. Sounds like a good idea for a weekend.
Okay, you coming
Come
around
around
then, yeah?
and time me shit.
I mean, what you could always do is you could always just check how long it takes between my tweets. And that's probably
true.
like the initial
So,
time.
Misty, what is your thoughts on my deep shit theory? Have you experienced it?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
Good.
I feel like I'm missing
Yeah.
out.
You are missing
That's
it.
it, Porchik. You got homework for next week. Just sit on the toilet for like a few hours. and just
When
see-
you guys go to the toilet, do you like take your phone or a
yeah.
book and why?
Definitely.
Then you get like your phone is like gets all covered in disgusting shitty jobby hands.
Well, I don't
Well, you
wipe
don't
my
put my
ass with
hand
my
down
phone.
and like pull the shit out my ass. I wait for it to actually come out on its own accord.
Still, the bathroom is it's not like a particularly hygienic place.
Where do you keep your toothbrush?
I keep it in my room.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, there goes my like retort there.
Where do you wash your hands?
In the bathroom.
There you go.
After I done did a shit.
Well, if you're washing your hands, they're gonna just get dirty again straight afterwards if you didn't if it wasn't clean enough.
I don't know, it just seems like I'd
You're
rather
not exactly sticking your hands down the toilet. So.
if I'm gonna do something on my phone, I'd rather go to the toilet and then come back and then do it on my phone. Like sitting on the toilet for a long period, it's not a comfortable place. I got a comfy seat in my room, a comfy couch. I don't want to sit on a seat with a hole in it.
I don't know.
I mean, if you
It's
sit in
just-
a seat with a hole in it, it means your butt goes into something that's nice and comfy that way.
Like I said, this is something that's new to me as well, Porchig. Like
this
I haven't
is-
experienced this until recently.
I've
I've lived on
experienced
this
this
planet
for
for
ages.
24 years.
Yeah, you learn something
And,
new every day, and yours
and
was
I've never-
deep shit.
Did you discover this once you called me out for
So
being on the
Liam,
toilet for
what
so
have you
long?
been doing since you left university? Well, I've been sitting on the toilet for a long time.
It's the thing, as soon as I finished uni, I graduated, I came back, and the reason the podcast has taken so long,
It's because you've been stuck on the toilet.
I've just been sitting on the toilet. I am a vessel, an empty vessel now.
Oh man,
Oh, there's your homework for next week, Porchig.
great.
Yeah, go take a deep shit.
it's really like a zone of meditation.
It is really,
you're gonna come out and you're gonna feel like a new man.
Make sure you've got the heating on in the bathroom as well.
So
It'll
don't
make it even
freeze.
more like slumber kind of. For
You have like heated floors in your bathroom, right, Porcheg?
No.
Is it you that has that?
I don't
Someone
have
has it.
Maybe your feet
I
were just
did.
warm when you walked in.
Maybe your house is just warm. The heating in my house is terrible.
Yeah, yours is like an older, sort of bigger, high-roofed house and stuff like that.
Cold house.
Okay, here's a sort of similar follow-up question. Do you guys have long showers?
No, I have a short shower.
Yeah.
It really depends. I'm a very in the moment person. So, I can go for a quick shower. Usually it's the same. It's the same as deep shit theorem. Maybe it's like deep shower theorem.
Maybe it's just the
where it's
bathroom.
like-
Maybe you don't even have to sit in the toilet. Maybe you just sit in the bathroom for a long time.
Oh god, you don't want to do that, especially if you're studying deep shit,
I mean,
What if you just sat in the shower for like 3 hours and then suddenly deep shit
Hold on,
flows?
guys. What if you took a shit in the shower whilst you're having a shower?
Oh, that.
What kind of
Birmingham, guys?
What-
Remember Birmingham?
Oh god, yeah. Someone did that. And there was like showers, like communal showers. There was like 2 blocks of communal showers, and in each one there was 3. And in the middle shower on the second day, someone just took a massive dump on the floor.
Maybe it's because they were in there all night, though. Maybe
It was you. You were experimenting with deep shit.
it's the back. Don't do that. Don't frame me for that, because that was the worst experience of my life. So,
God, it was pretty horrible.
but yeah, if I'm like doing stuff, quick shower, in and out. If it's don't have much going on that day, nobody's in the house, put some music on, just stand about and be lonely. Listen to a full album, listen to all Kanye's best hits, and just get clean. Kanye's words fall all over you like little drops of water. And that's my explanation of how I shower.
Fair
If
enough.
you'd like to hear more, I'm going to start my own podcast called Liam's Bathroom, where you can tune into me how long it takes to wash my hands, how long it...
that's to go alongside my my Twitter posts of the hashtag daily Twitter toilet tweets.
Can we talk about this, Misty? Can we talk about your daily toilet tweets?
Yeah, if you want to.
What inspires you as a person, How did this come about?
It was you
etc.?
actually that brought it about. You were like, oh, like all the time. It's always things about your toilet that you're messaging about on Twitter. Therefore, I was like, let's embrace this meme. Let's actually go with this meme and run with it for a bit. So I decided I'd go with my daily toilet tweet and hashtag shitpost afterwards, because it's a double meaning,
Genius. All came about because I saw Misty post videos of him throwing a ball for his dog
Yeah,
from the toilet,
It's like,
and then like a month or a couple of months later, he posted a thing about how his toilet roll hangs, and then I
Yeah.
was like, Misty, are you just always on your toilet?
unfortunately,
you were like-
I'm not. But when I am, I will do a
Unfortunately.
hashtag daily toilet tweet.
Oh man.
I was saying that you should move his desk into his bathroom.
I was actually thinking about doing that, but then I was like, I honestly can't be asked moving all my stuff because my desk is cluttered.
That's the
as
thing.
fuck.
Maybe you could be asked once, but then you wouldn't move it back.
That's
That,
worse, because then if Ursula needs the toilet, I'd have to like move out and let her in for a bit. Imagine trying to stream on the toilet. That would be
But
annoying.
at least you'd have a computer. She could sit and play video games.
It's true. That is true. You have got a fair point there. But then I'd have a room that's got literally nothing else in it. Because I've got my office room, which is just literally my PC.
So much room for activities, though.
Oh, it's amazing. Well, not in the
What would
toilet.
your dream bathroom look like? Let's go into this zone.
Dream bathroom.
Because I've just got me on the train of thinking, like, how amazing you could make a bathroom.
Underfloor
'Cause it's a
heating, straight off.
Okay. Yeah, I'd agree.
Massive bath. Separate shower.
How massive?
Big enough for a jacuzzi.
Okay.
Oh, I had a jacuzzi when I was in Vegas.
That's cool.
It was sick as fuck.
I'd say the bathroom would have to be about the same size as like anyone's normal like bedroom, like a normal bedroom that could fit a double bed in
I
it.
could just imagine you like saving up for a house at some point in the future and having like a moderate sized everything else, but then
One
you
huge
transform the
bathroom.
living room into just a gigantic bathroom.
Buying like a house that has like a courtyard in the middle, and then building a roof over that, and then turning that into the bathroom.
Oh man.
Make all the walls tiled and the floor tiled, so it's like just a wet room, and have like hammocks in it as well, so you can just stay there all the time.
Hammocks with holes in them, so you can shit in them.
You shit out.
Oh, that's a horrible image.
We'll have like a funnel bit in the corner where the hammocks hang over, so it all just like plops down.
For some reason, I imagined it like body bags hanging from the roof, where you're like, and then there's just a hole for a butt.
Oh god,
that's gross. What about you, Porchig? Dream bathroom, go.
I don't know. I guess big wet room. So big wet room. I get a toilet. I guess
So you can piss all over the place is what you're trying to say, and it won't make any difference.
What is a big wet room? I don't understand. I thought this was a
wet
joke.
room is basically where you can take the shower off the head and just spray it anywhere.
Yeah.
And it'll all drain off into like the one drain.
That'd
It's
be great.
basically for like if you need like somebody helping you get a shower and stuff when you're that old or you've got a disability or something.
It also just looks pretty good, I think.
Depends on what you get done. I mean, some of them look absolute trash, but the majority of them look.
I remember before we got upgraded to our current shower, which is like a sort of wide, long thing with a piece of glass on the side. It used to be like a shower attached to like the end of a bath. And I'm
That's
quite,
my current shower.
Yeah, I'm quite tall, and it's like I'm trying to reach over the end of the curve to like the thing getting above my head because the wire wasn't long enough. It was just the most awkward thing in the world, and I couldn't leave it anywhere, so I had to hold one hand all the time. So having like a big massive space, just like 50 shower heads, just blast me with water. That's what I want.
Oh my god, like an instant car wash blast.
What I'd love is like
car wash, perfect.
A whole roof, like a big panel in the roof, just lots of little holes in it, and the water just cascades down over the top of you.
Oh, they have those at some hotels. They're like rainfall showers.
Yeah,
they have
that
this
would be
big
so
square thing.
You could have LEDs above some of the holes and the.
Dude, I was just about to say that.
Lights. That'd be cool.
At Citizen M, they have that, like a hotel chain called Citizen M, where they have just this big square rainfall shower, and then they've got LEDs in the entire bathroom that's made of glass, and it's crazy.
That's cool.
So you can just be any color you want whilst you shower. It's great. As for my dream bathroom, have any of you seen Under the Skin with Scarlett Johansson?
No.
I have.
So
Just a
Scarlett
massive black
Johansson at
room.
points in this movie enters this huge just blackness. It's just like pitch black. There's like water lining the floor. Okay, so it's this. It looks like it goes on forever. I want like a bathroom that's completely like pitch black, so you can't see anything other than yourself.
Oh, God.
So I can. Finding the toilet would be a disaster, but once you're there, you could enter an entirely meditative state where you can just sit there and
Maybe you should
lose
make
track of
like
time.
the fluid that's on the bottom so like acidic that it just breaks down absolutely everything it gets.
What
into
I
it.
was thinking, okay, but then I realized this would be pretty dangerous. You'd need some sort of like, like LEDs to light where you need to go. But if the whole thing was just like lined with water on the bottom, but then there's like a dip into like a big tub where you can be in the bath in the big tub, or you can like go to the toilet over there, and everything just looks like it's nothing. It'd be crazy. I want a big.
You want a void to shit in.
Yeah,
I want to shit
I
in
wanna-
a void.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty relaxing, just in the darkness. It'd be spooky.
How do you think?
Spooky
How do you
poopy.
think it works in space in 0G? Would you like some suction,
What-
like a Hoover?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what you have to do.
I think so.
You
You've
have to
got,
like
like, those
suck it out
little-
your butt.
You've got those kind of like things that you press yourself up against, and it kind of vacuums you onto the wall a bit.
God,
I think
that'd
that's
be a
how
weird
it works.
experience.
And you've got the thing you pee into. It's like a kind of. It looks like a fucking penis enlarger thing. You just
Oh my
stick
God,
it in and it
that'd be the
sucks it away.
worst.
and then reprocesses it so you can drink it later on.
Yeah.
Delicious.
That is the worst. I mean, it has to be done, you know,
Has
for
to
science.
be done, yeah.
But what if somebody, you know, they don't want to pee, but they use it for something else? You know? What if the water comes back a little bit salty?
Oh, God.
Well, that's the
Wow.
thing. I would assume that they would want them to do that now and again, because if you don't, then you'll be at the point where you actually just come in your sleep, like a wet dream thing. And then if
Yeah,
that's
which
the
would be a
case,
danger
it'll
in
just start
space.
floating all over the place. That's not useful. There's lots of like circuitry and everything that could get into. So I'm assuming that they have to like jack it at some point.
This is a very interesting conversation.
It's true.
Do astronauts whack it?
Maybe
in
you should
space?
ask that to that
Chris Hadfield.
YouTuber guy. Ask him.
Yeah.
Who answers all your questions. Oh, do you jack it in space? It's like, how do you go to answer that question, especially for a demonstration on YouTube?
I bet their answer would just be like, well, listen, like straight up, they say that, you know, when you look at the Earth from above, it's one of the most beautiful sights. I couldn't help it. I did it right there and then.
It's like just like floating around in space, like, oh, all those people down there know I'm jacking it up here.
Okay. According to Reddit / No Stupid Questions, someone said, "Do astronauts masturbate in space?" No, not an astronaut has replied, but someone said that it'd be harder to get hard because of the lack of blood pressure.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you'd
damn.
still
You still be able
have
to do it, right?
come at some point.
The fact that no astronaut has replied means they definitely do,
Yeah. That's true.
because otherwise they'd just say no. So maybe there's like an actual like separate like little suction thing for them, you know? Maybe it's just like a known thing that NASA are like, listen, you're gonna have to whack it. So we've made you this little device.
I mean, the real question
Fully
is,
customizable. It can look like anything you want. What do you want made? It's like Kevin Spacey's face.
a hole where his mouth is.
That's how they're keeping it under wraps. Because they just have a Kevin Spacey face. He's called Kevin Spacey. It's genius.
I'm
Well,
still trying to figure out if you actually would have a blood pressure in space.
I think
I mean, you would.
you would. Yeah, you would. It'd be harder to maintain it, apparently, according to random
I
people
don't
on the
think
internet.
it would, because your blood pressure is maintained by your blood vessels constricting and dilating.
If there are any astronauts listening to the show, please write back at Krumbis at gmail.com. Jesus, that was.
Or in the comments below.
the comments below.
Because we have
Yay.
those
Of course,
now.
yeah. And we'll get back to you. Are we done? Are we good?
I think this is a good place to wrap it up. You know, everyone's going to be pondering the logistics of jacking it in space. So that gives them something to think about in their sleeping bags that might have a pool in them.
Yeah. or not a pill hole in them, and it just goes straight down the back of your legs.
Oh, Jesus. Just the thought of like getting up in the middle of the night, hopping outside, just not getting out of your sleeping bag, it's just like squatting.
Pop in and squat.
That's the thing though, whenever you go
God.
for a poo, like once you've done a poo, you just suddenly need to pee afterwards, like straight away. So that would not be good.
This is a topic for another
you
podcast.
do the poo.
We can cover this on next week's segment of the poop episode.
You'd poo, you'd jump and swivel the sleeping bag really, really quickly so that you could get access to the hole.
Don't do
Just
it
cut
too
the
quick.
middleman, put a hole in the bottom of your tent.
Oh, God.
You wouldn't want to jump and swivel it too quick, just in case you catch it though, whilst it's mid-drop.
That's true, yeah. You
Yeah.
cut it off before
Yeah.
it's fully
Ooh.
done.
Right, Bergie boys, climb inside your sleeping bags.
Yay!
Just cuddle in. We'll be Bergie boys at All Hail and Krumbis Bumbis next week.
Yay.
All hail.
All hail!
Well, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Oh, also, that was Cheese Fund. That was also Porch Egg. And I'm Monkey of Mist.
Oh, God,
Hi.
get introduced.
Just forgot
It's so
about
unprofessional.
It's such a good outro though.
Bye.